Do I use DUPLO? That's the question that we're going to be answering today. Yes, I do. You know why? Because let's face the facts here. DUPLO trains are awesome. Oh yeah, look at that puppy. That's my first train right there, the DUPLO train. It even makes noise, look. Whoa! But in all seriousness, I actually do use DUPLO as an AFOL or an adult fan of LEGO. And today I'm going to show you how I use DUPLO in my builds. So I actually don't have much of it, but I do have a cool train. But I've got a small thing of it here. Actually, most of it's in the LEGO City right now being used. Because DUPLO bricks, no matter what size they are, whether they're windows or these thinner ones here or these large arch pieces or anything like that, is actually very handy because you can use them with regular Lego and they can help you build structures. So as a quick example here, if we were trying to build a mountain, we would commonly use these MERP and BURP pieces. There's MERPs, BURPs, and LERPs, which are medium ugly rock pieces, large ugly rock pieces, and big ugly rock pieces. And these things can quickly come together to create actually a really good looking mountain. I mean, they're not overly complex by no means, and you could definitely add other pieces to them besides what these things are, such as like slopes and more bricks and cheese wedges and stuff like that to create a pretty cool looking mountain. However, once you get your MERP foundation, there's a huge hole in the center here, which typically you would want to add some supports to. So a lot of the time, Lego builders will build supports using your standard bricks, whether they be 2x4, 2x2, 2x6, or whatever it may be, so that you can actually add some structure to the inside of your mountain. However, I like to use DUPLO sometimes. For example, you take this big DUPLO piece and you can actually stick it right in the middle because they will actually adapt to Lego studs and lock in place. And DUPLO can actually act as your foundation for building cool mountains and stuff like that. Because what's really neat about it is standard Lego bricks like these 2x4 dark bluish gray bricks will adapt to DUPLO. So you can actually create a base of DUPLO bricks, then you can build up from there using standard Lego, which is really cool. And it can be any DUPLO brick. That's the cool thing about it. If I wanted to use this window that's just laying around, you could just pop it in place there and away you go. And look at that. It's like a surface in which you can build off of with your standard Lego bricks. So I do use DUPLO in a big way for building structures. Our most recent custom creation that uses DUPLO in the base of it is actually the Disney Castle. So inside, underneath those staircases and stages, we have DUPLO bricks because they can offer a solid foundation for any Lego structure. Honestly, it's just ingenious that you can use DUPLO like this to create solid structures for your MOCs, and it's fantastic. I mean, realistically, if we wanted to continue building this thing higher and higher using DUPLO to create a core for a mountain and which would go higher and higher, we truly could do that. Just make sure you cover up all your DUPLO with actual real, well, it is real Lego, but with actual real Lego so that you can't see the fluorescent colors or bright colors of DUPLO underneath your mountain or your creation. Now, something else that I really like about DUPLO is you can actually find it for very cheap on your local classifieds. So for example, you could find these on local classifieds for cheap because somebody might have a kid, they get them some DUPLO and they grow out of it quick. And then they're looking to sell that DUPLO cheap on your local classifieds. So you would be able to pick it up for very cheap and use it in your Lego MOC creations. So that's another nice thing about DUPLO is you can find it on classifieds at an affordable price, and then you can actually use it for the interior to build some really cool structures for some really cool Lego sets. If we built a mountain, could you imagine if that was buried within the mountain? I think it's just a hilarious Easter egg as well, and I cannot get over that. Whoa, I cannot get over the fact that these things attach to studs. That was a loud noise. I think that's a great way to end the video. Thank you guys so much for coming on by. Let me know if you use DUPLO in your MOCs or if you plan to use DUPLO in your MOCs after seeing my little tutorial video here. Thanks so much and have a good one.